Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Casey with Mosaic Mermaid Tarot, and today's pick a card is subscriber requested. It's going to be your person's current thoughts and feelings, but we're going to dig in a little deeper into the shadow side of it all. We're going to look at a brutally honest and just see what Spirit wants to tell us about your person's feelings, what they might be hiding, what might be hurting them at this time, and why they might be hurting you. So, pile one, we have this little mushroom, which is it's tiger's eye. Pile two, we have a gold stone, which is what I was starting to say. So you might have messages there if you are drawn to this pile. Beautiful. Goldstone mushroom. And pile three, one of my favorites. Next to goldstone, we have blue goldstone. Look at how gorgeous. I mean, it's like the night sky. All right, so pile one, two, and three. I will see you there. Thank you. Bye. Hey, pile one. If you chose this adorable little tiger's eye mushroom, this is going to be a reading. We have the number 15, Lovers. So what I'm seeing is, I'm noticing the doves first, which is, that's peace and love and harmony and just happiness. But the lovers themselves are set in stone, which is eternal. But it gives me a feeling with this number 15, which is the devil in tarot, giving Capricorn energy. Also, 5 and 1 reduces to 6, which is lovers in tarot. So it's like the connection is too difficult, and at this time it's just it's I keep getting the word stonewall. Your person could be stonewalling you. It's like they know that this is an eternal perfect love, but they can't move. They can't break this wall around their heart, even though they want it so badly. But there is a permanence to this, Let's see what that says in the book. I'm only going to read a part of it because I think it pairs it with other cards. Okay, so if you want a screenshot, I am seeing the number 40 at the bottom, which is reducing to 4, which is that emperor energy. Also the 0, full energy coming out. So it's like, I don't think what they can't get past is trying to make that leap of faith. They don't feel like they are good enough for you yet. It's like they do want to make that leap, but they are not in their emperor energy as of yet. And this being the devil and tarot makes me think that this is a connection that is full of obsessions, fears, anxieties, which keep it from moving forward. This is what this says. It's what everyone hoped for in the 19th century: the good match, romantic love, profound friendship, loyalty, and trust are all represented in this card. You can find love and faithfulness now. Let yourself be guided by your feeling and your intuition. This card is primarily an indication of love or falling in love. In professional terms, it may show a workplace love affair. Perhaps it means that you love your work and that your heart and mind are in harmony. So, that being said, let's see what Spirit wants to tell us. Take a deep breath, think about your person. I feel like your person is a little awkward. They feel the struggle sometimes to even talk to you. They might be silent. Again, stone wall coming through. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh boy. So we have. Whoop. Yeah. Your person is struggling. Oh boy. They feel like you're slipping right through their fingers. Sleepless nights. Look, my throat chakra is already like, no, we are not telling these secrets, but we are figuring it out. So, lack of sleep, breaking point, all-consuming worries. This is exactly the feeling I was getting, like obsessively worrying to the point where they can't sleep. I think it's even making them physically ill at times. You know how when you trigger things that cause you to bring up these deep-seated emotions, it can come out physically in physical symptoms, especially if you struggle with depression, I myself have a thing with anxiety pets. I have my cats, and that's what I'm feeling when I look here. It's like there's that moon energy, which is also fears of the subconscious, Pisces energy, and Cancer. But it's like my animals, whenever I'm feeling particularly gripped by these types of feelings, I just grab my nearest fur baby and snuggle, and it helps. And it feels like that's what they do. They cope by grabbing the nearest thing that can soothe them. And also, I'm noticing that there's all these cats. Well, there's one, two, three, four, five, which is a number of change. But there's this wolf here. And to me, that's like lone wolf energy. So this could be you, and this could be your person wanting to be free, still caught in their ego and their fears, not wanting to be part of the pack, but just free. But they are consumed by the worry of losing you. And I think that also keeps them in their fear, um, from even wanting to bring anything forward. Roll the dice, taking a risk, roll with it, risky situation. I was feeling that with the Fool energy earlier. House 12 might be significant. Um, it is December, so something might come to a head this month. It also reduces to 3, which is that number of growth. So maybe they are having the epiphany they need in order to finally start wanting to take the risk, to just roll with it, even though it seems like a risky situation. They want to make it happen. 12 is the 12th house, Pisces. So, again, brings me to those kind of like dreams. Um, they could be dreaming of you, maybe even nightmares. Might be why they can't sleep. The return, the past returns coming together, returning home. And this is giving me that energy again that this is you just sad and waiting. Maybe you've been so patient with this person and they still seem so distant. Look at how far away he looks, even though he's standing right behind her. I feel like maybe they watch you, your social media, maybe even look at past messages, but they dream of coming together with you and returning home, which is what you are to them. Let's see what's in the bottom. Oh my goodness, look at that. Forever yours, unbreakable bond, strong and stable relationship, a love to last a lifetime. So, what I always notice with this card, first off, is you have these butterflies, which is transformation energy. And this always gives me that death energy, of, death and rebirth, which I was talking about earlier with the fact that they're just they're stuck in their ego a little bit still, which keeps them in a state of stagnation and worry. Um, Even though they understand that this could be something strong and stable, they don't know how to make it happen. All they have been able to do is dream of it or let it consume them to the point where they have broken. But they're trying. You're just much further in your journey than they are. But they are trying to transform. But the hard truth here is not everybody has the not everybody has the strength to face their fears. Some people just can't change. Some people don't want to change because it's too painful. And that is anyone's own prerogative. Nobody is right or wrong. But even the power of an unbreakable bond and a love to last a lifetime might not even make it if you consistently trigger each other into healing and they don't want to heal. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to get some of these ethereal shadows from these oracle cards. Okay. Spirit, can I get a card for pile one, please? Their person. What is going on with their person? We have Ride the Storm. Let chaos and turbulence cleanse your spirit. Purge, purify, refine. And that makes me feel like that is exactly what they're trying to do right now. They are trying to transform. Like this is all in their head. They are consumed by this. It's like they want to come in like a knight in shining armor. And there's all this blue, and then you have some purple up here, but that throat chakra is just completely closed. They can't bring this to you, even though they want so badly to face it. They're trying to purge all of the negativity. They don't want you to see them like that. This was at the bottom. I feel called to show you because this is exactly what we were talking about here. Relentless craving, addiction is a prison disguised as freedom, consumed, eroding habits. And that is absolute devil energy right there. All consuming worries, consumed. And I said they're addicted to you. They are addicted to the life they have right now where they just don't believe they have it in them to do anything except stay exactly where they are. They have these habits that have been a coping mechanism that they haven't been able to break through yet. But it is slowly eroding away. You are slowly melting that stone around their heart. Because what lies in their heart is a home with you. I'm getting a song, Castles in the Sky. Castles in the sky. Oh, tell me why. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. Let's use some of these clarifying love situations, but they are kind of like shadowy. What's going on with Ellen's person? We have shining sign. Trust in the universe's plan and follow your heart. Fated revelation. Uncover the omens, decipher their meaning, and embrace your destined path. So it's like they see all the signs. Like spirit is showing them, like, hey, hey, like relentlessly, they to the point where they're consumed. And I'm getting another song, Conflicted by Hailstorm. I'm conflicted. This addiction's got me twisted on you. Yes and no. I will, I won't. I'm conflicted. This addiction has got me twisted on you. So they want to trust in the universe's plan and follow their heart because the universe is slapping them in the face with these omens, these signs. I'm also feeling star energy in this card and growth, the plants. And stars are wish fulfillment and hope. We have poker face. Beware of hidden intentions and underlying motives. This looks like a combination of the devil and the fool, which we were talking about with the lover's card here. Fool's gamble. Beware the deceit of tricksters, as risky paths can lead to downfall. So again, we are running into risk. And that is something that consumes them. It's a thing that they've been traumatized with. I did not mean to look at that, but now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. Missed chances. Don't have regrets. Cherish your moments together. Emptiness echoes. In absence, feel the lonely spaces, yearning for a comforting presence. They yearn for your presence. They yearn for your presence to a point where it's getting difficult to keep this poker face. They haven't been able to show you anything that lets you know that they feel this way. You feel it because you're intuitive, but the brutally honest thing is that they have no intention at this time of removing that mask because they're too scared to. They're too scared to ride that storm. But they're also fearful of having regrets. They want to cherish moments with you, yet they're just still too caught up in their ego. They have to be willing to heal themselves and their shadows. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm gonna get a couple of these cards, barely existing. So these are kind of a darker, like, brutally honest type deck. I feel like they think they missed their chance with you, and it leaves them feeling so empty because all they do is yearn for your comfort, for your love. Spirit, what's going on with this person? Okay, well, I mean, there you go. Empty inside. I'm not sure if these are forget-me-nots, but I do think of that when I see this card. And also, it's like they're touching their face, like they don't know who they are. It's almost like they're trying to still see if there's anything but a shell. They are still in this shell form, hermit energy coming through. But they don't want you to forget them while they're trying to work on recognizing themselves in the mirror again. And it's also giving that energy of, are you even real? I'm getting a song, The Apparition by Sleep Token. The first line is, why are you never real? Losing self. This is one of their fears. It could be because of the traumas they've had in the past, but there's a definite fear of losing themselves, reminding me of this freedom, this lone wolf energy. It's like if they do take that risk and that leap of faith, and it doesn't give them what they want, they have a deep fear of losing themselves over it. Just being rejected could really put them in a dark place, darker than they are right now. And so that's something they do not want to risk at this moment, even though they dream of it. trust issues. This is a huge, huge part of their fear. They have had, they've dealt with some really messed up stuff, maybe even since childhood, that has really just taken away their ability to trust. And even if they do want to trust you, they don't trust themselves yet. They don't trust themselves to make a decision with their heart. You see how he's got his hand on his head? That's what he's protecting. He's using his mind over his heart. He's focused on the things that he's been through, and that keeps him, because he doesn't trust that his heart is going to make the right decision. But you should always trust your intuition. Stuck, all tied up. Yeah, your person feels stuck. They could be weighed down by just reality of life, of what they're going through right now. This could be their own mind, just all tied up, consumed with worry, with fear, with making the right decision, with losing you, and they just feel stuck. They feel like they can't do anything. So they are living with all of this, and it's chaos, turbulence, emptiness on the one hand, and then on the other hand, you're their home. You are the love that can last a lifetime. You are worth taking the risk. Just trying to make sure you can see all that. Okay. All right, so let's see what's on the bottom. Fear of love. Oh my goodness. This is exactly what's happening. They are so scared of this love they feel for you because they've never felt it before. She's got like a skeletal face. So it makes me feel like they feel this love will be the death of them. Where shall I put this? I'm just gonna put it right here. It's fine. All right, so let's get some tarot. See what's going on there. Let me hold you and split the deck. Incoming trust. Oh, okay. Look at that. Right off the bat, they want you to know that they would do anything for you. They just can't tell you that. This is a higher self spirit message. But it's also blue, that throat chakra. Um, for me, it's like they keep cycling through all of this with this 10, even though this is, for me, this represents every 10 in the deck. This is 10. Well, no. This is basically, it gives me not only the 10 of Pentacles, but the 10 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Fate, just even the 10 of Swords and the Wands, the burdens, and the just sheer weight of this is they feel it all. They feel it all. And they keep cycling through, trying to figure out a way through to the end. And you are a light that guides them. You make them feel like they can do anything. But they have no idea how to tell you that. Look, I was going to say that you are the world to them. And here's the world card. You are so very special. This also reduces to 3, which is growth, and Empress. So you really are end game, at least in their dreams. Now, depending, because there will be a lot of eyes on this video, depending on your person, you have to take what resonates. Some are further along than others, and some may not be strong enough to get this to this, But you are the world. Let's go. Ooh. See. So I got another 6, which, again with lovers. But I've burned this card before. So it makes me think, they've gotten burned so badly. And even though they may not mean to, they project that on you. And that triggers them into protecting their hearts and just wanting space. We go from a 6 to a 7. Let me hold you. We saw this when we cut the deck. So they really yearn to be with you. And 6 and 7, 13, there you go. There's that death and rebirth coming up again. They are trying. Look at that again. Look at that. They both came. We cut the deck and they were both here together. And here they are. Wow. 17 is star energy. And that's a hope, a wish fulfillment. I did feel that in this card here. And this is like Ace of Swords. They want to come to you and tell you all the things. But in the end, they cycle back to just wanting space. And 16 is the Tower. And I feel like that feels like they are going through tower moment after tower moment after tower moment, cycling. And this is all they wish for. So Another 7. I just wish things were different. Yeah. And they lay awake at night and they worry about this. They are addicted to the dream of you, but the brutally honest truth is that they just can't. For whatever reason, and it's not even their fault, there's no fault. It's just, as humans, how we function, how we get through our own traumas. That's that chariot energy for me, the 7. They want to bring you something different. They want to change. They don't want to be the same person in the shell. And until they can look at their face in the mirror and recognize themselves as being authenticity, I can't talk. And your person might have an actual like speaking problem, whatever that means, like a stutter or just can't find the words. So you might have a musical connection. But they want to bring you somebody that they feel is worthy of you. But honestly, they have to heal that within themselves and know that they are worthy and deserving of love, just like you, Pile 1. So, they need strength. They need strength to do that. All right. I'm going to get some messages and close out the reading. We're going to start with some dark confessions of the soul. Spirit, what would Pile 1's person say if they could say, okay. I am going through a roller coaster of emotions. I won't admit it. And that's exactly what I've been saying this whole time. He seemed to be somebody who, because not everybody grows up learning how to deal with their emotions, how to transmute them, how to, a lot of people grew up thinking it wasn't okay to express that kind of, like it was wrong in some way. It makes them feel less than, which is why they would never admit this. And isn't Tiger's Eye about giving you courage? I think is one of the just kind of crazy how it flew out and had that spinning everywhere. All right. My focus is on my life. I can't be bothered to worry about you. Exactly. And that is the brutal truth of that. Oh my gosh. I feel empty and hollow inside. I can't open up right now. Yeah. They're going through it, pile one. Anything else? I am embarrassed by my actions and feel disgusted with myself. This is one of the reasons why they can't open up to you. Because when they started this journey, they may have done or said things that they regret because they just needed space. They may not have believed that this was real. They may be completely pushing you out of their mind in order to focus. Because their love for you, their care, it consumes them. Because not only can they not admit it, but it makes them so disgusted with themselves, so regretful. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Well, I am seeing someone, but I am not ready for you to know about them yet. And that is a hard truth for some of you out there. Remember, this is a general reading. These messages aren't for everyone. If you have this feeling intuitively, I would follow that. But if you don't, then I would leave that for someone else. Look at that. My mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. And that's what we were talking about, this mask that you can see through, and that terrifies them. And they just aren't ready to take off that mask because that's how they cope with life. They have a need for people to see them in a way that, like, strong and stoic. I think they're more stonewall, about their feelings than anything. But the way that you make them feel is like butterflies. It's like you make them feel like putty in your hands. And that also scares the crap out of them because they still have that need to be free. I'm afraid that your feelings for me are not mutual. And this is something that absolutely is a fear. It's also something that, because I mean, you could have told them a million times how you feel. This is something they get in their head about, one of those all consuming worries that you couldn't possibly feel the way they do, or even you couldn't possibly feel the way you do because they don't love themselves enough. Again, that is a problem that they have to solve from within. As much as you want to, I can tell you that that is not something you'll be able to do. It's only going to bring you heartache. All right. I'm going to get a few more from the In the Shadows Oracle. And we have You Can't Come With Me, and You're So Easy to See Through. Now, these are thoughts that they have that, of course, they would never tell you. I mean, they don't tell you anything anyway, right? But they know you see through them. Their mask. Spirit, what's going on with Taiwan's person? I couldn't tell you face to face. This could be something that ties in to what they're embarrassed and disgusted about. Something they can't admit. Maybe even you haven't seen this person. Maybe they live like a literal ghost. You didn't imagine it. So that just tells me that you've probably asked them, begged them to tell you something, anything, to let you know that you mean something to them. And they have not been able or will not admit it. And it's like you have this intuition about it, but there's no actual verification of it. There's no reassurance. Maybe breadcrumbs, but there's nothing that they have said that has made you feel worthy or appreciated or cared for. And that's where you need to understand that you deserve love and you need, like, whether you want to hold space for your person or you don't, there's no wrong answers. It's all what you're depending or what you're willing to go through. You know, that is your choice. But always, please always just choose self-care first. Love yourself, treat yourself. You can leave space for this person and still pull away and let them figure out, because this is complex emotions. And it's not something. Then the other card we saw when we cut was I Can't Take You With Me. They don't want you right now. They don't want you to see them like this. So instead of suffering and having your own galaxy revolve around their galaxy, you need to pull back and, you know, I'm hearing that Miley song, I can buy myself flowers. Get yourself some flowers, pile one. Take yourself out, do something you love, and focus on your inner healing while your person focuses on theirs. Because if they don't heal, you can't be a part of that. It'll only end in suffering. You have to be able to trust and communicate. Otherwise, it will never work. And that's a fact. Anything else? I hope you're happy. I really do feel like they hope you are happy. But also, the other side of this is like, I hear like they feel like you're better off without them. or even they've seen you on social media or in public. And it's like they do hope you're happy, but they don't, not without them. It's kind of hurtful to them in a selfish way, in kind of like a possessive way. Let's get one more. Look, that was the other one that we saw on the bottom. You're so easy to see through. And you know what? That might be so, but okay, I'm getting a couple things here. First of all, this could be them in their mind trying to self-sabotage in a way of, this is too good to be true. Your feelings could not ever be exactly what you're saying. I see through this because I've been through this. This is the ego talking. Even though they understand now that they didn't imagine it and you didn't imagine it. I'm happy that it's over. And this feels like self-soothing. This could also be something that they're dealing with that might actually be leading to them being able to focus on something like something karmic, some kind of situation is finally over and they are able to start moving through. This could even be their own emotions that they're trying to heal through. It'll be different for everybody. But again, this brings me, you're so easy to see through. That's also their energy of seeing through. You get to see through them, you know. You see through that mask. They're not safe. They can't fake their feelings with you. They can't act like they're unbothered. And so they just stay away. All right. Well, I'm going to leave it here. If you want to delve into this any further, I do actually have a holiday sale going on with my readings, 30% off. So if you want to check out the video I have linked below with the reviews and, kind of get a feel for what my readings are. I mean, it doesn't really stray too far from this, but again, we do have that option until Christmas. So, well, until I feel, spots are going to be available until they're not. So, thank you for being here. I'm sending so much love, tight soul hugs, and I hope that you love yourself, and especially during this holiday season, because it's always the worst during the holidays, isn't it? But I'm here if you want to talk, if you want to email, or if you want to comment down below. I love talking to you guys. Let me know if this resonated, and please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, Pile One. Bye. Hey, pile two. If you chose this beautiful little goldstone mushroom, this is going to be your reading. Let's take a look at your card. We have number 7, message. So, what I'm feeling when I see this is you see that there's a phone, you see that there is a message, but it's not exactly sealed and ready to go. Actually, it looks to be like an opened message. Because if you notice, that seal, which says CM, is it's broken. So I would assume that's somebody opening that message. So maybe you've been completely. There's a drawer full of them too. So maybe this is you being the one to send all the messages, and your person has not really been the one to return them. Um, the 7 is giving chariot energy from the tarot. And so, what I'm feeling like is that they reread your messages and they want to reach out. They do. But they're just not doing it because they have too much going on. But I feel like it almost feels like they are running out of time. But if you notice, like, these are some very old-timey ways to communicate. So it's almost like communication is not something, it's kind of like archaic to them. It's not something they've ever really been able to do. But they love reading your messages. Let me see what the book says. 3:33 on the timer. If you want to take a screenshot, we'll start here. I'm already seeing it's on page 29. Oops. Which is, oh, there's another 3. And so 29 is 11. So when it breaks down to that number 11, it's always giving me that soulmate energy. So maybe they want to bring you a message. This says the original connotation of this card is a pleasant message. It's generally good news unless with challenging cards. Below you, it may also be something you're in denial about or refusing to hear. Here we see a writing desk with a lovely antique brass phone, a fountain pen, and a heavy crystal inkwell. A hand holds a telegram, still in its envelope. Inside the letterbox, we see different kinds of written notes, a business or calling card, a folded letter in its envelope, etc. It all stands for all forms of messages and communications: phone calls, texts, emails, letters, documents, notes, papers, etc. As it's the seventh card, it can represent 7 days or 1 week. Informal communications such as letters, texts, notes, memos, phone calls, voice messages, and emails. This card just keeps repeating that message because, yeah, when it interacts with different cards. Okay, the broken seal on the envelope suggests that in this particular scene, the message is one that has been received. Nevertheless, the phone, pen, and inkwell depict a working desk from where messages can also be sent. CM. So, the brutally honest truth of this is that they really do want to communicate with you, but at this time, I don't feel like they're going to. They do, however, really kind of, it's almost like they can't bring you what you've brought to them, so they just don't try. They might not be good with words. They might not be good communicating at all. There's many reasons, but they do love the communication they get from you. And they keep it tucked away. Let's see what we can find with the oracles. I want you to take a deep breath and think about your person. All right, let's see what we got here. Healing heart, opening your heart, healing old emotional pain, preparing for new love. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm feeling all the sadness in this card of being wounded and still trying to heal. I think you're the band-aid on their heart. They have so much old emotional pain that I think preparing for a new love, whereas it used to seem unbearable and unimaginable, I think you came in and you stitched them up. You opened your heart unconditionally, even though you may have suffered, you still came in and tried to help them heal. But, they have to heal themselves. But you still wait. Now your own heart has band-aids on it. Like you have to heal. Everybody has to heal. But there is a lot of healing between the both of you. And only you can heal yourself, right? So, and some of us try to help others heal through their pain, and that through that it helps us to heal our own. Some people, especially with deep down emotional trauma and just bad things, that could have even started in childhood, or it's hard to revisit those emotions when you've been taught to hold them down and bury them. And when you do, it's like a gaping wound. So your person needs to heal that on their own. They don't want you to see that. But they do appreciate the love that you have given them. I feel like you're the reason why they even believe that it's possible for them to love again. But they have to heal first. Closed off, guarded, emotional blocks, avoiding emotional connection. It's exactly what we were just talking about. And it's not you. There's nothing the matter with you. You deserve love, and they deserve love. But some of us heal differently, and it's not linear. And sometimes it's easier to avoid the connection instead of letting someone in and opening your heart. It's like this could possibly be you, and this could be them. They are guarded, emotionally blocked, and avoiding emotional connection. But you've opened your heart. You have started to learn how to heal your own emotional pain. And you want nothing more than to heal with your person, or for your person to heal even if it's not with you. You want them to have love even if it's not with you. And that's the brutal truth of it. And that's what hurts the most. Spiritual death, rebirth process, self-discovery, dark night of the soul. And that's what I feel like you, I feel like your spiritual awakening process is much further advanced than your person. But here you sit holding your candle, sad and waiting, keeping your heart open while they figure out how to get through their emotional blocks and their dark night of the soul. They are on the darker end and you are on the lighter end. But you, pile two, are the light for them. You flood them with messages of love, how they deserve it, how you would give it. And while they probably have never said anything about it, they appreciate and look to you for emotional support. That's what they are discovering through this rebirth process. But they are still heavily holding on to their ego and very much silent. But they do want to get through to their spiritual awakening so that they can bring you and reciprocate all of the love that you've given to them. But you're hurting. There's a lot of pain here. But you are a catalyst for them. You are something just, you are pure magic to them. Let's see what's on the bottom. Heart of betrayal. Another heart card. Unfaithful, love triangle, betrayal of trust. So, this is something that keeps them guarded. This is something, whether now it'll be different for everyone, so take it as it resonates. But I'm seeing this multiple ways. First and foremost, she's holding her heart here and it's got a nail through it. And it's like, that's your person. And you just want to bandage it and heal it up. And they've been hurt so bad. They have been betrayed to a point where they don't even trust themselves. I'm also seeing that there could actually be some type of love triangle. And of course, you would know this and take that, only if it resonates. But one of you could be with someone else. But this is the reason, like, they could have been cheated on, betrayed, abused. And you are just trying to help. They both have wings. This is almost like like a dark winged angel versus a beautiful little fairy. It's like two different worlds, yin and yang, dark and light. So, again, a lot of pain here. Let's get a couple of ethereal shadow oracles. Spirit, what's pile two's person dealing with right now? Shadow dance. When you move shadows, you discover your rhythm, fluidity, movement, and open. And that's what they're doing. I feel like you have learned to dance with your darkness, and they are still trying. I think they envy you. And there's all these little butterflies surrounding. So that's all that transformation. But they are moving through their shadows, through their dark night of the soul. See what's on the bottom? Inner balance. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. Wholeness and duality. So this is what your person is battling. There's moon energy here and Libra with the scales. Doesn't this all also look like a mirror? I think you mirror each other. I think you have been a catalyst for their journey into the dark night of the soul. I think you're also the reason why they want to make it through this spiritual awakening, but this is giving me moon energy and mirroring. So it could be dreams or even nightmares, fears, anxieties. They just, if they are trying to resist feeling their emotions, they're not going to be able to heal. And that goes for you too. Gotta face that stuff. Otherwise, it will eat you alive. And that's the truth of that. There's nothing more brutal than a high-level soulmate connection. Because even after all this, you still may not end up together. And that's hard to deal with. Okay. Pile two's person, spirit, what's going on? All right, so we have fluttering heart. Your passion leads you to the love you desire. And then on the flip side, we have magnetic fate. Attraction sparks pursuit, guiding souls on a journey to their destined union. And look at all the hearts in the picture. Hearts might be a symbol for you. Love potion. Look, another heart. Open your heart to truly feel the magic of love. Dawn of recovery. With each new beginning, embrace risk as a gateway to healing and renew. So, they could feel like you put them under some sort of spell with that love potion. Of course, I'm hearing love potion number 9. Which 9 is that hermit energy. I think they have slowly but surely made their way through this dark night of the soul. I think they are in a place of understanding that you are not what they're used to. You are not who they believed you to be at first. And their thoughts and perspectives are changing as they dance with their demons and find that inner balance. Let's see what's on the bottom. Shining sign. This came out in pile 1. It reminded me of the star energy, so there might be some messages in pile 1 for you. Trust in the universe's plan and follow your heart. Again, coming through with that heart energy. Faded revelation. Uncover the omens, decipher their meaning, and embrace your destined path. So that's the hope. I think you came in and you gave them this hope. You were a wish fulfillment. Magnetic fate. You give them butterflies. But they are still in recovery mode. They are still healing. There's a lot of healing here that needs to be done. All right, I'm going to get a few of these barely existing cards. It's a kind of a shadowy type deck. Okay. Pile 2, Spirit, what is going on with Pile 2's person? You're being brutally honest. You see that? Isn't that weird? Selfish desires. In case the tattoos might be significant to anybody. I don't know if you can tell. That one's like a fan. Yeah, so selfish desires, which could be something that they regret as far as how they've treated you in this connection thus far. Maybe they've only shown that side of them, and which is easier than showing the emotional side. Maybe this person just feels selfish. They feel selfish. They have regrets, but they feel maybe that you see them this way as well. stuck, all tied up. This came out in pile 1. Seriously, if you're interested, go check that out. So they feel, wherever they are right now, they feel stuck and like they can't. This could be their mind. This could be a karmic I can't talk. This happened in pile 1 too. I started to have like a little bit of a communication problem. But yeah, they just, maybe they're in some kind of love triangle. They're stuck because they are with somebody else. I think you would know that intuitively, so don't take that if it doesn't resonate. But yeah, they do not feel, they just feel closed off. They're not ready to open up and deliver the message that they want to you. And I also feel like there's so much they want to say that it has become so difficult to even think about putting it in a message. So if you are in separation, maybe you do need to be face to face and they're stuck. They can't get to you. It's also coming through that physical touch might be this person's love language, or even your own. That there could be some healing going on if only there was union. Spirit, tell me about pile 2's person. What would they say if they were being brutally honest? These came out together, so let's go ahead and chaos and confusion and train wreck. Wow. I do believe the shadow card that came out of this deck for pile 1 was about chaos. But yeah. Wow. This is what they feel like as they move through their ego death. Yeah. They do. They feel like a train wreck. Let's see what's on the bottom. Finding self-discovery. So we have confirmation again there. More tattoos on the arms, so that might be significant to somebody. Okay. So yeah, they are in the middle of a whole lot of shit. To be honest, they are, and that's why they are selfish. Because I think what they desire is peace. And honestly, you're not bringing peace to them, even though you want to. And it's absolutely not you or your fault, because they love the emotional support and knowing that they can have a safe space. But It's kind of like that tug of rope where if they want to keep running because they can't face you and you keep pulling on the rope, this is from Holly at Crystal Rose Tarot, is why I'm trying to remember it. I might not say it just right, but if you keep pulling on that rope and they're going to keep running, and it's just there's no balance. You let go of the rope, let them fall on their ass. That's me saying that. Because, you know, once they feel like they aren't being chased, is when they will start to look at themselves, how they will understand that you were a safe space, which you can be a safe space and still pull back your energy pile too and take care of yourself. But they're more likely to realize, because they won't be so busy trying to run away, that they can actually discover what it is they want without the feeling of being pulled. So that's what I'm getting with that. I think we're going to get into messages. Oh, actually, we're going to get into tarot. Oh my goodness. Pile two's person. Oh, spirit, what's going on with pile two's person? Oof, ooh. Okay. Well, just give me un momento. As now is not the time. So that is absolutely something that is, that's something they know. They know that now is not the time. They are not ready. And this is a spirit message or a message from the higher self. It's also blue, which gives me that throat chakra, which almost feels like my throat is starting to be like, shut the hell up, but we're going to keep going. Now is not the time. So, okay. Because they're still got a lot of healing to do. How to spirit, what's going on? Oh, okay. More about time. I need time for me. Let me have you. This came out in pile one. And 7 and 4 is 11. So there's that soulmate number again. Just wrecking stuff. So now is not the time. They need that time for them. 4 is also that foundational number. But look, 7 and 7. So, which is temperance. If you add those together, it's 14. And that is a balance. Balance. That's a balance that you need to, there needs to be balance. I feel like they know that. But that's why they are being selfish at this time, because also, if you're getting breadcrumbed, That's also a selfish desire because they need that emotional safe space, but they don't want to tell you that. So just be aware that breadcrumbing is kind of selfish because it keeps you on the hook. But you can still give your person grace and space, and you can pull your energy back and love yourself and heal yourself while they, let go of that rope. Let them figure it out, because that's the only way they're gonna. As much as we want to heal the people we love, we can't. We have to heal ourselves, and that's all we can do. And if you want to keep that space open for them so they have somewhere to go to be safe, you can do that and still pull back your energy, because that's what they need. You have so many choices and options. I didn't mean to look at the bottom, but it's there. So that's Lover's energy, which again is pile 1. The card that came out is Lovers. And Lovers is a choice. There goes my. They're like, shut up. So, and 6 and 7 or 13, which is again that death and transformation. Anything else? Spirit pile 2. Look, another 6. I know you from somewhere. That's the 6 of Cups, and that is straight soulmate energy. That is reminiscing. That is nostalgia. That is memories. And I think that's what they do when they read old messages from you. And the bottom. I am terrified. Now that is big deck energy right there. That is the 9 of Swords. And I can tell you that in the oddity, the twin, or what is it called? The Twin Flame Oddities deck. In pile 1, Sleepless Nights came out. And that is exactly what the 9 of Swords is. It's Sleepless Nights. And I'm also getting a song from Journey. But the version that I'm getting is Lizzie Hale and Daughtry. And that is Sleepless Nights caught between confusion and pain. Yeah, separate ways. And so there might be some messages in the lyrics there for you, but they are terrified. 9 is also that hermit energy. So that's why they've pulled away. Because you have them feeling things that they were absolutely prepared to never feel again. Didn't even think they could. Maybe never have. Which is why they thought you couldn't be real. So, oh boy, pile 2. It's heavy. But this, they do want you so much. But they have to move through the fear to get to you. All right, now we're getting into messages. So this is Dark Confessions of the Soul. I really didn't like that. Your person might be a perfectionist. That's better. I have OCD, but like it's coming out really hard today. Okay. Spirit, what does pile two's person wish that they could say or might be hiding? If they were brutally honest, what would they say? I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. There's those selfish desires. Oh, there's another one turned over. Is that right? Or, oh, I don't like that. I thought I saw one. Yeah. I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. I won't admit it. This also came out in pile one. So maybe I put it back in the wrong way. But you know what? I'm going to leave it because it's a message for somebody. Anything else for pile two? Anything else for pile two? No one else makes me feel the way you do, but I'll take it to the grave before I tell you. And at this point, they would. So just give them space and time. And the worst that could happen, pile two, is that they turn out to be a person that you didn't think they were. And that's ultimately something you need to know anyway, right? It's a hard truth. But I don't think you're going to find it by smothering them or what they feel like is smothering, even though you're just trying to nurture and love and heal them. They have to heal themselves. I feel cold and detached from this connection. I can't feel emotions right now, again with the emotional block. I didn't mean to look at that, but here we are. Let's go ahead and take that too. Pile two's person. What's going on? I cannot give you what you want or deserve. I'm sorry. And that's another part of their selfish desires. Because they can't give that to you right now. That's why they need time. That's why they need time. And even then, they might not figure it out, guys. So take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Treat yourselves. Let's get one more. Okay, well. I tried to run from this connection, but my soul craves you. It's exactly what we were talking about, because they tried to run and you kept pulling. And even if you do let go of that rope, they might even just come back and breadcrumb you because they know they want you. They know, but they cannot deal with their emotions right now. For whatever reason, they cannot. They can't deal with it. Let's see what's on the bottom. I don't understand what you see in me. I don't feel attractive. You know, this feels, yeah, it feels like a big insecurity. And that's something that they have to We all have to learn how to love ourselves, because I mean, if we all loved ourselves, wouldn't we be narcissists? I mean, we all have narcissistic traits, but to be an actual narcissist is, I think, your person could be terrified that they're not good enough for you in this way. They may be or have been in relationships where that's all that mattered. They may have been made to feel this way. And it really breaks my heart, because nobody should live like that. I feel alone in the dark. Where's my light? You are their light. I'm hearing Can You See Me in the Dark by Hailstorm and I Prevail. Oh boy, pile two. All right, we're going to finish up with a few of the In the Shadows oracle cards. And these are things that they themselves think but would never say. Pile two. Spirit. What would their person say if they were being brutally honest? I know you're watching me. So you could be stalking their social media, or vice versa, and they feel like maybe you know that they stalk your social media. Take it how it resonates. But this also feels like almost like they feel you watching them, as in they know you want to be with them. They know how this connection is like no other. And they also probably feel like you're watching their every move. This also gives me that mirroring energy. What you see in them, they also see in you. I want to tell you so much. I lied to you. So, this is really bringing me to right back to self-sabotage. In the beginning of your connection, they couldn't believe you were real. They couldn't believe you were even attracted to them. They may have cut you off, ghosted you, breadcrumbed you, told you things that weren't true in order to protect their heart, to guard themselves. And now they want to be authentic and honest with you. And they feel so regretful that they did any of this. And it's like you could understand why they did it, but they don't feel like you would. They don't want you to see them like this. They want to tell you so much. They don't want you to see them as somebody who is scared, who has emotions, who couldn't be honest with you to protect themselves, for being selfish in their desires. Oof. I don't know what to say. Yeah. They want to tell you so much, but they do not know. Because at this point, there's so much. And they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to bring that to you. I wish you would come back. Some of you might have already pulled away. Or they definitely fear that you are done with their shit. That's coming through as well. Yes, it is too late. They feel like you're done with their shit. And there's no way that, even if they told you these things, you would probably just, that would be it. So they're trying to make it last as long as they can, for fear that you won't be there. I've been here before with others, and that's exactly the reason why they were so guarded. And they did the things that they did, and they said the things that they said. Because they have been treated like shit. And that is what has made them, and that is what has broken them. But you are trying to fix them with your light. And you have triggered them into their dark night of the soul. But they might still be in this energy of this, ego death is like, it feels like an actual death. It's like the whole person that you are is not the person you're meant to be. And you have to figure out how to navigate through that. So this is like self-sabotage. Like, I've been here before. This, it's a way for them to stay in their comfort zone. Oh my God. You did not break me. Didn't I just say? Oh my gosh, wow, that is insane. I think this is what they now realize, that it's not you that's broken them, that they shouldn't look at you like this. And I think they just have to have some more time to heal through that, but they understand that you are not who they thought you were. But they still are not going to tell you. It's like I said they were broken, and they were like, no, I'm not. Even right now, they are defensive. Thank you for leaving me. So, yeah, again, you may have pulled this energy back because you may have been done, just done. And that might have been another catalyst into them trying to figure out who the hell they are and what the hell they're doing with their life. Because they are terrified and they have to figure out how to come back to you. I wish you would come back. Thank you for leaving me. I want to tell you so much, I don't know what to say. So I'm going to leave it here. Pile 2. If you want to delve into this any further, I do now offer personal readings, and until Christmas, they are 30% off. And you can find the link to a review video down below in the comments or on my community feed. But if this resonated with you, I'm sending you so much love and tight soul hugs. And if you need to talk about anything, you can email me. You can talk to me in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, what resonates, and tell you that you deserve all the love. Pile 2. So please like, subscribe, share. It really does help me with that mean old YouTube algorithm. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope it's as beautiful as you. Please believe that. Bye, Pile 2. Hey, Pile 3. If you chose this beautiful blue goldstone mushroom, this is going to be your reading. Oh. Maybe you guys need a little bit extra for this brutally honest thoughts and feelings. I really do love blue goldstone. I don't think the camera ever does it justice. All right. Let's see what your card is. We have Pathway, number 35. It's an insanely beautiful card. So there's this pathway, and there's these butterflies that are leading you down the path. It makes me feel like this is your path through transformation. This could be your person's path through transformation. I feel like you are the light that is guiding them at this time. This reduces to 8, which is strength for me in the tarot. And of course, 3 is Empress, 5 is Hierophant. And also, that just gives me a feeling of your person needing to be strong enough to follow this light that you, because 3 is also growth and 5 is change. Follow this light, which is you. 3 being the Empress, that is all you. And with the Hierophant, it's that, belief system. And I feel like they need the strength to follow this dark night of the soul through to spiritual awakening. And they are on the path, and you are definitely a catalyst for this transformation. but it's still a winding road. Let's see what the book says. If you would like to take a screenshot. So I'm noticing it's on page 68. Again, 8 with that strength energy and 6 coming in with that lover's energy. You may have messages in pile 1. But 6 and 8, 14, that is temperance. And it makes me feel like there is a delicate balance on this winding road ahead. Let's see what it says. I don't know why my brain is having trouble with this word. The significator, is that right? The significator? The significator arrives at a long, rocky forest path. It winds uphill, but the trees seem cool and inviting. The destination can't quite be seen, but it looks like there's a pleasant path of sun after the climb. Literally, it's all paths, roads, walkways, tracks, and trails. From this, it derives a sense of long races like marathons or triathlons. It's a long road, so it also represents distance and a good length of time. This leads to a timing hint of 1 or 2 years. There is a light at the end of the tunnel now. Pathway may not announce the overcoming of distance both, or it may announce the overcoming of distance both temporarily, temporally? I mean, is it supposed to be temporary? Okay, anyway. And spatially. If you don't try to force the matter, you'll experience continuous development. This card may concern the slow growth of a partnership or long-term career planning. Pathway is also a symbol for all roads, streets, and ways, forest and nature. This card means a long road ahead. It is sometimes referred to as 2 years patience. It means a lot, needs to be done, or something that will take a long time. It can also stand for great physical distance. Behind the significator, it means a long time ago. It can mean a long time or a couple of years if it's in front of the significator. So, is the significator another card in this deck? I just got this deck. It's new to me. I've seen it used a lot, but I'm not sure now that I'm kept reading about that. In the other descriptions, they referred to other cards, so I could be referring to another card, but feeling is the same. It's a long road. It's a long road, and that is the brutally honest truth of it right off the bat. It's a long, rocky road, but there's so much light at the end of this dark tunnel, dark path, dark journey. Let us get some oracles. I'd like you to take a deep breath and think about your person. Let's see. Oops. What we got here? Straw into gold. Alchemy. Reviving what was lost. Creating something out of nothing. I feel like the hard truth here is that pile 3, you can't magically turn straw into gold, as far as you can't heal their pain for them. They have to figure out how to move through this on their own. They have to figure out how to navigate this path to healing on their own. You can be the light at the end of the tunnel, the one who is turning the straw into gold, but they have to be able to find their way to you. I feel like you look like a sad angel to them, holding all your love, all your unconditional love. And no matter how beautiful it is, it's not enough. And I don't know if it will be. You tried to create something from nothing, and I think they pushed you away. But they do worry that they've lost you, and they hope that when they finally reach the end of their path, there's also a path in the background here, what looks to be a big stone, also a storm coming, but you can still see the light, just like in this card. They want to find their way to you, but it's a long and tough journey, and they have to be able to heal through that. Miracles. I love this card. Miracles are unfolding. Blessings are surrounding you. Luck is on your side. They're moving into this energy of seeing you as a miracle instead of a burden. It weighs on their heart that they can't be with you or treat you the way that you deserve. But when you're around, you light up their darkness. You are a blessing, and you surround them with your light. You make them feel like luck is on their side. Because how could they not feel lucky to have someone who's come into their heart and turned straw to gold? Even though they can't tell you that. But you understand that you're magic, that you are a miracle, and you still hold this unconditional love. with the blue moonstone. Just, I keep thinking of the night sky and how it's dark. There's darkness in all of these pictures, but there's also light. So it's giving a very divine yin and yang type connection. They both have light in their eyes. Bottled up, holding back, pent up emotions, calm and collected. This is what they give you. Not too much. Not very much at all. They would rather bury their emotions and hold back their true feelings and appear calm and collected. But I don't think it's for horrible reasons. I think they don't want to hurt you. They don't want you to see them that way. They don't want to give you false hope. They don't want to give themselves false hope. They're terrified of rejection. And they have a lot of important things that are just more of a priority than you. Because it takes a lot. They've been holding back and pushing down their emotions for so long. It's like all the energy they spend doing that to appear calm and collected is really just, it's like a volcano waiting to erupt. And it will. It will at some point. So it could just be divine protection that you're not there for that. I'm hearing genie in a bottle out of nowhere. You gotta rub me the right way. Yeah, I think your person could quite possibly, if you hadn't come along, turn into one of those curmudgeon old men on a mountaintop. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to say curmudgeon for some reason. Somebody out there says it. But there is magic happening. And even though they try to keep a brave face on, they're gonna have to either let you in and give you that trust, that communication. Otherwise, it will not work. And that's the truth. These connections are already so filled with baggage, trauma. If you don't come in being authentic, being trustworthy, being able to communicate your emotions, then there really is no hope for these connections to work. There will always be something. And I'm noticing how this bottle or jar, this mason jar, is open. And that's you. You're that miracle. You're not afraid to try to turn the straw into gold. You're opening your cup, and they are keeping theirs sealed. And it's blue, which gives me that throat chakra energy. They really need to learn how to communicate. But that's not your fault, pile 3. Let's see what's on the bottom. A loyal companion. So, here you are, a devoted, loyal, sweet little puppy. You love unconditionally and fiercely protect your feelings, your thoughts, your intentions. You let them be known. And although they love this about you, it scares the hell out of them because they don't know how to do that. But I think they're trying to learn. It's just a slow path. Because before you came into this connection, their world was black and white. Scary as hell. But now they can see color with you by their side. Let's get into, let's see, what am I going to use? I'm going to get a couple of these ethereal shadow oracles. Spirit, can I get a card for pile 3's person? They are being brutally honest. What can we know about pile 3's person? Wow. Battle within. The greatest war you wage is against yourself. Inner conflict and resolution. And that's what they're going through. They are trying to find their way through this inner battle. And I feel like this reminds me of the Ace of Swords. Like they want to bring this they want to tell you this. They want to tell you how hard their path has been thus far and how you have helped them to see, to be the light. It's on the bottom. This came out in pile 1. Let chaos and turbulence cleanse your spirit. Purge, purify, and refine. Yeah, they want to ride out the storm. They want to make it through this dark night of the soul. Part of the storm is the communication. But they are growing. And they are getting better. But it is very chaotic and turbulent in her life right now. And it's too much to think about, to worry about. Just to worry about you. Whether it is you being on their mind all the time, even though they try like hell not to think about you. And that's a hard truth. But they can't let you go. Because they don't want to. They know that this is worth the fight. So they want to try to ride out that storm, that tornado, because they know that you will be there. And they will be able to see color again. I'm going to get a few clarifying love situations. It's kind of a shadow deck type deck. Spirit, pile 3's person. What's going on? That's beautiful. It's a lot of moon energy there. Moonlit unity. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance. Peaceful parallel. Harmony flows. Lives aligned. Basking in the serene glow of peace. They want nothing more than to be at peace and have emotional balance. Coming through with that temperance energy again. We saw it was on page 86. So emotionally, that's where the balance needs to be. But, and I just noticed this is kind of close to the cover card, but there's so much, so many subconscious fears. They might have dreams or nightmares. They may not sleep at all. They have so much that they worry for and so much anxiety. But they want this with you. Anything else for pile 3? Okay. Love blocks. Dismantle hidden barriers to real intimacy and trust. Truth's unveiling. Confront issues with honesty, revealing secrets to light the way forward. They need to break the barriers around their heart. It's almost like you have started to chip away slowly at their heart. But they still have it very protected. And we've got, those pent up emotions holding them back when they need to be able to let go of that inner conflict. They need to purge it so that they can feel better. And I don't think they will feel better, but they will. Anybody who has gone through it understands how much better it feels to come out on the other side. But you also know that it takes truth. It takes, just intimacy, and not just the physical. Although a lot of people have physical touch as their love language, especially if they have trouble communicating. But they need to confront the issues they have with the honesty and tell you the secrets that they might be hiding. And honestly, not a lot of people are able to do that, pile 3. And we all want to believe that we can try to heal the people we love, bring them peace, be their miracle, turn their straw into gold. But they have to want to heal. They have to want to open up that can of worms. Because you have. Crossing over, bridge the gap between your hearts with trust. More about trust, faith's haven. Believe in the safety of your return, as every journey leads back to comfort. That's what I was just saying. We all know that on the other side of the journey is the light at the end of the tunnel. But it's hard for those who haven't experienced it to believe it. I'm gonna get my throat chakra. I'm like, shut up. I'm gonna get some of these barely existing twin flame oracles. Um, they're kind of on the shadow side. So let's see what they would be brutally honest about if they could tell you. Oh wow. Look, oh wow. That they are just purely in misery. They feel trapped. Whatever baggage that they carry, wherever place they might be in right now, they feel trapped and miserable. I'm hearing that Smashing Pumpkins song. Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Change of heart. This is what happened when they realized that you were somebody that was loyal and devoted and was giving them unconditional love, wanting to protect their heart and not, what they have had in the past. They've had some really messed up relationships. But you did change their heart. You did. Stabbed in the back. That's the energy I was getting. They have been stabbed in the back so many times. And it's like, you see how there's just broken glass. Like she's trying to put it back together like a mosaic. Because things can be beautiful. Their heart may have been shattered, but you are trying to put back together the pieces. You're trying to show them that it can still be beautiful. And they are starting to believe that. But they are in no way, shape, or form near telling you that. But they have felt so much pain. So much pain. Anything else, Spirit? What would Pile Three's person say? Okay, well, that's a lot more than the other piles, but I do love a good story. Social media influences. So they could be watching your social media. Um, they could have their own social media where it which really gives that they've been looking up, checking up on you, and it may influence their opinion of you depending on what they see. Instead of talking to you about it, they hold back. Casual counterparts. I didn't mean to see that, but casual counterparts. It's crazy, right? You know how it feels to be a counterpart and they just want it to be casual? It's like an oxymoron. You cannot be a casual counterpart. But it's causing so much pain within them that that's all that they can give you. Oh, this is going to be scary. Just going to be rough. Daydreaming and reminiscing. Well, that's not as bad as I thought it could be, but this is what they do. They dream of you because you are magic. You are the alchemy that glued their heart back together and made it beautiful again. If it wasn't for you, they'd still be lost in the dark. Disloyal and unfaithful. This is giving pile 2 energy. I believe the unfaithful card from here came up there. Oh boy. But you see how you loyal, disloyal and unfaithful. It's that back and forth energy, round and round in their head. This is what their mind is telling them. Be on guard. Don't trust. You've been through this before. And this is you. This is like what they started with, and now they're here. You know? Where am I going to put it? We're just going to put it here. So we're about to get a few more. Complex and complicated. Which is why you're not hearing anything about it, because they do not have it in them to explain anything to you. They are having so much inner conflict that anything that could resemble outer conflict, trying to explain anything, especially emotions that they can't even explain themselves, suffering in silence. Yeah. Misery, suffering in silence. So it really just leaves me believing that there might be the most pain in this pile. Runaway and avoidance, insomnia, and sleepless nights. Now, the sleepless nights have come up in different forms within each pile. It brings to mind the Journey song. Of course, I love the Lizzie Hale and Daughtry version of Separate Ways. But sleepless nights caught between confusion and pain. But there might be some messages in the lyrics for you. But again, running away and avoiding. Your person could like motorcycles. Almost looks like a desert type area. Yeah. They can't sleep. And a lot of it has to do with all this bottled up shit that they have not figured out how to release. It's a long path ahead, maybe years. And that's a hard truth, guys. But always remember, you need to love yourself first. You can hold space for this person. That is completely up to you. There's no wrong answers, and nobody is wrong for how they feel. We all deal with pain differently. And some people just can't. They have too much on their plates. And it's going to take longer for them than other people. And honestly, brutally honestly, it may never come to fruition. Because it's hard to face your fears. Okay, let's get some tarot. I lie awake thinking about our future. I think so, yes. I don't know if you came here with a particular question in mind, that you maybe are in a gray area. Still not a definite answer, but they think so, yes. My life started when I met you. 2 and 4 is 6. Again, that lover's energy coming out. So pile 1 might have messages for you. Things are going to get messy in this pile. I can already tell. Spirit, what is pile 3's person? What's going on? Happiness is my priority, showing itself. I never imagined so much perfection. It's a Knight of Cups. You really are perfection to them. So much so that they might have you on a pedestal to the detriment of this connection. Words do hurt. Okay, yeah. I think they've had a lot of misery in their connections, from family to friends to lovers. What's going on with Pile 3's person spirit? Oh, okay. These came out together, so I want to see what they are together. Look at that. Again, 14. There needs to be some balance here. But you have the 10 of Cups and 4. This, for me, feels like 4 is that foundational number. It also reminds me of the 4 of Wands, which is a high level soulmate connection type number, right? They are worried about, they stay up and worry because they wonder if they're good enough for you. They wonder if they take this risk, will you choose them, or will you end up leaving them or treating them like the rest? Even though they know that you're the fairy tale, that you could be everything for their heart, they still worry. And that's an inner conflict for them to solve. You can't force them to believe you, Pile 3. If they listen to their heart, they would know. But right now they're in their head with all the what ifs and their ego. And 10 is a cycle. So they just keep cycling through and suffering in silence. Anything else, Spirit? Look at that. What I've been saying this whole time. You are their light. You are their light, Pile 3. And that's a beautiful thing. What isn't beautiful is the way that they treat you. You deserve to be in the know. You deserve to be loved as you love. You deserve something tangible. If you are this to that person, what is it that keeps them from telling you that? Yeah, you're intuitive and you feel it, but honestly, you need the reassurance and they refuse to give it to you. And what kind of relationship is going to survive on that? As much as you love your person, you have to let them figure out how to get down this path, how to transform, how to heal, to where they don't think that you're going to treat them like the rest, that you're going to lie, that you're going to betray, that you're going to traumatize them. When you're just trying to be their light. I also feel like they really just don't know how to talk to you, and they're fearful they could hurt you with their words. It's on the bottom. I need time for me. Another 4. They need time to become that emperor that you deserve. Okay. We are going to go into messages now. I'm going to start with, did I say Stark? I'm going to start with Dark Confessions of the Soul. And ask Spirit if Pile 3's person was brutally honest. What would they say? What would they confess? I feel unbalanced and uneasy. I don't know what to do to fix it. That is pretty honest. Even though they can't tell you that. Because they want to seem calm and collected. Spirit, what does Pile 3's person want to say? I know that you may not feel for me as I feel for you. This is something they tell themselves to make themselves feel a little bit better about what they've put you through. This is what their horrible brain, intrusive thoughts. I'm getting that song Intrusive Thoughts by Natalie Jane. What if I die before telling you how I really feel? That's how they feel. This is the fear that keeps them from choosing with their heart. You have become too difficult for me to handle. That's a big turnoff. Right. So that's that energy, that ego, that it's okay for me to walk away and be silent because this is too much. And it might be. But do they still come and give you a little bit here and there? Because they understand somewhere deep down, they understand that you are an emotional support for them. You are a safe space. You are their light. Yeah, they can't tell you. And the more that you light the way for them, the more they want to turn it off because it makes them feel uneasy. Because They are scared that you think of them as some kind of monster because they can't just be authentic, be honest, communicate. So they stay in their ego. And so when you walk away, they can say, well, okay, that's okay. This situation has become very difficult for me to manage mentally. It is draining me. That's exactly what I just said. And if they were honest and communicative, they could tell this to you and you could say, okay, let me pull back. It does not ever go in a good way to keep your feelings bottled up. And they've got to learn that. You can't help them to heal that part of themselves. What else? It's kind of aggressive. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. That's pretty freaking honest, right? It sucks. It sucks to think that you came in with all your unconditional love, and because of their pride and ego, they, and this may have most likely been an unconscious thing that they have learned over a lifetime of trying to protect themselves. It's like I'm literally starting to shake just thinking about it. I think your person's been through a lot. And you can never know what somebody's been through, so please just always give grace and space. It's more about the unconditional love. You can't say you unconditionally love somebody and then, you know, yell at them or continue to ask them why they can't do this, that, or the other thing. If you sense that your person needs space, just give it to them. The worst that can happen is they don't come back, and you are going to need to know that anyway. If they've got such a long road ahead, you need to focus that love on yourself. Because you deserve to have the love that you so freely give. You have completely, their cup poureth over. So much so that it's just water on the ground. You could be using that water to fill your own cup that is empty. Lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But I know you're thirsty. Please don't die of thirst because you're trying to drown your person in love, because that can't fix them. Anything else for pile 3? I feel overwhelmed. I am drowning in my own thoughts. I just said they were drowning. They do have feelings for you, deep ones. And the more they think about how they're hurting you, the more overwhelmed they get and drowning in their thoughts, their regrets. But also, you trigger them into this awakening. They are feeling all kinds of things they can't understand right now. Let's get a couple more and we'll close out with some more messages. It's difficult for me to process my emotions. I am not available right now. That has been a clear thing through this entire reading. It might have had a difficult, even growing up, and not being allowed to express their emotions. I was afraid that you would reject me if I shared my feelings to you. They're so afraid. Pile 3. These are the In the Shadows Oracle cards, and these are things that they would never say to you. It's kind of the theme here. Spirit, what is Pile 3's person? If they were being brutally honest and transparent, what would they say? You're so easy to see through. This came out in Pile 2. You know why you're so easy to see through, Pile 3? Because you're fucking authentic. And you're honest. And you've laid your cards out on the table. Yeah, you can see right through you. Because that's what you're supposed to do. They don't know how to do that. That is something that is the biggest, most difficult thing for them to do. They have always been someone to hide that, to be under that mask of, just calm and collected. And you can see through them. And they know that. And that scares them. They can't just bullshit you. So you don't hear anything at all. I know I made a mistake. Yeah. I am happy that it's over. This came out in Pile 2 as well. For me, this could be, maybe you did pull back your energy and they are happy that they don't have to worry right now. The constant worry and suffering. And maybe they came in, like when you came in, they had all this baggage that this karmic, situation that they had to make it through. And maybe it finally happened. And they're happy it's over. Spirit, what is Pile 3's person? What did they say? Your body language says so much. feel like they've studied you a little bit. Maybe through social media. Maybe through, maybe they see you out and about. This feels like a separation pile, but you know, there's lots of different people watching, so that could resonate for somebody. Yeah. They're trying to read you. They're trying to figure you out. They're trying to look into every nook and cranny to find something wrong instead of just seeing what is right in front of them. We are more than alike than I like than I we are more alike than I admit. Yeah. That's why it's so easy to see through you. That's why you stay authentic. Because your person should see the real you. And they should show you the real them. Anything else for pile 3? Spirit, what their person say? Oof. Look at that. I pretend that I don't care. Yep. It's not the biggest mic drop, but it is brutally honest. But I feel like you know that. But you shouldn't have to be fucking psychic, pile 3. You shouldn't have to just deal with knowing, reading between the lines. Because you're suffering too. Never knowing what's going on. If it's you, and I'm telling you, it is not you. But it doesn't make you feel very secure, does it? You don't feel the love that you give in return. You yearn for it. It's all you want to hear is, I care about you too. I love you too. It doesn't have to be the biggest deal in the world, but it is to this person. And they have to be able to figure out how to communicate that to you. And until then, you deserve to love yourself. Take care of yourself. Instead of orbiting your person like they are the sun, let them be in their own solar system. And you be the sun in your own. You can still hold space. They can still come back and be safe and share with you if they ever want to. But the more that you try to convince them, the more they're going to push you away. Any other messages for pile 3? What did you want from me? Honestly, the truth. They know that. But their ego Their ego decides for them right now. Okay, this is going to be it. I scared myself that day. I know you're watching me. This came out in, I think, pile 2. When I see this card, it makes me think that this was the day that they started to feel that connection, where they started to understand how strong it was and how deep they would have to go in order to get to the light at the end of that tunnel. And honestly, not every one of them is going to make it, you guys. But you deserve to know that before you pine and suffer and wait, because you can't change them. It's better to know sooner than later. You can tell your person, hey, I love you, listen. If you want to reciprocate at any point in time, I'm here. If you need somewhere safe to come and talk, I'm here. If you need an honest shoulder, then it's here for you. And at least them knowing that and you letting go of that chasing dynamic, that runner chaser, you let that go and it'll be better for both of you. Otherwise, they're always going to be running for their life. As my mama used to say, all you're going to see is asshole and elbows. But yeah, they might have some mother wounds. I couldn't tell you face to face. So that's going to be it, pile 3. I'm sending you so much love, tight soul hugs. If you want to delve into this any further, I do personal readings, and you can find that information down below or on my community feed. There is actually a sale, well, whatever you would want to call it, until Christmas, where you get 30% off one of my readings. So if you're interested, I do have a video linked below that does have my current reviews in the video and in the comment section. So if you're thinking about wanting one of those, I'm here for you. And if you just need to talk and you want to email or comment down below, I'm here for you. Please like, subscribe, share. It really does help the channel. That mean old YouTube algorithm. And love yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. Your person has to take care of themselves. All right, guys. I'm sorry if this was triggering in any way. This was a brutally honest video, and I don't expect you guys to be happy about it, but I hope you did find something that resonated and you found something that helped you in some kind of way. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope it's as beautiful as you, because you are. You are beautiful and you deserve love. Thank you so much.